Hello everyone, it's Ryan John-Baptiste. It's been a minute, I'm back. I'm back talking about back. But yes, so guys, today we're going to be talking about a workout that I did the other day. I did a back workout at Olympian Fitness. And I posted it on Instagram. So I posted every exercise that I did. And after that, I followed that up with like a questions and answer. So I said to everyone on Instagram, have you got any questions about back training, itself? So in came the questions and I answered them. So I'm going to share this with you guys here, guys and girls here on YouTube, how that went, and probably kind of go into a little bit more detail with those answers that I gave, because on Instagram, it's only so many words you can kind of type, but not so many words, but it's only so much information you can type up. So I'm going to go into a little bit more information with you. So as you can see here, first workout we did was pull-ups, good old pull-ups. I love starting with pull-ups. Really good warm-up for the whole back, and again works on your width of your back as well. These pull-ups, we did 4 sets of 12 reps. Here we did a seated row machine. Again, it was close grip. Again, working on the middle line of your back, the thickness through the middle of your traps from up all the way down. Kind of 2 little layers that you get of thickness that pops out. Really working on that and really squeezing the scapula together, as you can see. We did 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps, depending on how heavy we went. We went on to some machine pullovers. This is really good for your lats again. So you're really feeling your outer lats, and you're not pulling with your arms. So you're not using any of your biceps, any of your forearms. You're only just isolation through the lats. So because we've already done two pulley movements, the arms can sometimes get fatigued. So the good thing about this machine is that no arms are involved. It's just literally pushing down with the elbows and really getting into those outer lats. Then we went on to some more pulley movements. A T-bar row machine, really good again, because you're leaning over, you're bent over, you really are again focusing more on more thickness. It's a lot harder, this movement, a lot more energy zapping as well, and the grip that I'm using, you can kind of catch the lower lats as well at the same time. But most importantly, we're just hitting different areas of the back that we haven't hit already. Finished off with some barbell hyperextensions, and as you can see, we've added like a pulling movement to it. So again, this gives you another opportunity just to kind of squeeze the back, squeeze those lower lats in, whilst you're also working your rectus spinae muscles, which is your lower back muscles at the same time. These ones were killers. They killed, I'm telling you. We did 3 sets of 12 reps here, and to be honest, I don't do enough of these. I need to do more, hence why it was really, really painful. But yeah, that's something to work for in the future. There you go, guys. So and girls. So that was the actual session itself. Then I thought I'd ask some questions to people that follow my content on Instagram, with any questions that you've got relating to the back training workout that I did, or any questions you have in general. So here we go, guys. So the first question we had was, is back pain compulsory after deadlifts, and are deadlifts mandatory to be done? Right, so what I get from that question was basically deadlifts, as you can see, deadlifts do not have to be done. All right, if it causes you pain, don't do it. It's simple. And that's not just with deadlifts, that's with any other exercise possible. Your body's telling you something, do not do it. All right, don't do it. Deadlifts works your hamstrings, works your lower back, works your upper back, works quite a bit of your body. It is a good compound movement, But that doesn't mean there aren't ever other exercises that you can do in place of that. So you can do squats. That does quite a bit of, is a compound movement that does quite a bit of your, works quite a bit of your body. You've got bent over rows. You've got front squats. You've got a number of different exercises that you can do. Hyperextensions or rack pulls for your lower back if that's what you want to work on. So yeah, guys, you don't have to do deadlift. If it hurts, just don't do it. All right? Don't do it. Next one, we've got, bro, chin-ups or pull-ups? Which one is better for the back? All right, so for me personally, I do pull-ups because I feel it engages a lot more of the back. It creates more width of the back, which I like to get that. I like to create that V-taper in my physique. Also, if you do it properly with your chest up and arch your lower back, you can really isolate your lats as well. You can really get into the upper parts of your back as well at the same time. Whereas chin-ups is okay. You know, you can get you can work the lats as well, but I feel that it really engages a lot of the biceps and your forearms as well, because you're closer up and you're bending your arms a lot more. But I mean, it doesn't mean you can't do them, but I just prefer to do pull-ups. Next question, which is the best way to lose lower body fat? All right, guys, so body fat in general, we can't really spot reduce. Spot reduce meaning we can't choose an area to say, yeah, I want to lose body fat in only that area. Nowhere else, just in my toes. Joking, but no, we can't. We can't choose where we want to lose it. Our bodies will kind of every person, everybody's got like a different different priorities. So people might lose more body fat from a certain area than someone else. Lower body fat is a tough one, I must say. And normally a lot of people, like myself, a lot of females will, that'll be the last part they lose. All right, so you've got to be extremely lean normally to kind of get really lean in your lower back, because this is a question I get all the time. So I know it's a problem, and I've seen it with many clients that I've trained over the years. You have to get really lean. So to do that, obviously resistant training, so what training with weights in the gym, that, you know, the more muscle tissue we have in our body, the higher our metabolic rate, the more calories we burn in general at rest. All right, so that's one factor. Obviously cardio as well, you can increase your cardio, maybe add it to the end of your sessions to increase your cardio. I've got loads of workouts on that as well. I like to do a lot of uphill walking. Cardio will speed things up, will help you burn more calories, and obviously it uses body fat. You can, if you get your food right, you can use body fat as an energy source, or lose body fat off your body. But you have to get, your food has to be intact as well. All right, your food has to be intact. All right, for me it's just as important as the others. Your food has to be on point. You have to know your macros and your calories, how much is to maintain. You need to know how to be in a slight deficit so you can actually lose weight. All right, so if you don't know that, then I've actually got an ebook called Get Lean Stay Lean, and it is free. I'll put it in the link below so you can get your copy, and you can actually work out what's for you. I've put all my formulas in there, blah blah blah, it's there for you. But yeah, so that's all you got to do, guys, and then hopefully the lower back fat will reduce. But it's normally the last layer to go, as along with your lower part of your abs as well. So yeah. All right, so next question. My back is generally weak. I can only do 2 to 3 reps on pull-ups. What do you recommend? All right, so I've had this question many a times, and I've obviously had to do it myself when I was starting out. Pull-ups is one thing that is really hard. Not a lot of people can do it. Not a lot of people can pull up their body weight. But there's certain ways you can actually go through it, as you can see on the list I've mentioned. You can get someone just to spot you via your legs or via your lower back, just to help you along. Or you can use one of those assistant machines where obviously some of the weight is taken off you and it helps you go up and down. But obviously you are still working to a certain extent. You can use one of those bands to wrap around your knees. It kind of works the same way as an assistant machine. You can use a bench and kind of spot yourself, so get onto a bench or something and use your own legs to kind of push yourself up and control yourself down. But what I would say is try and do a few yourself if you can. Try and do it as much as you can with your body weight, and then straight after you then put one of those assistant things in place. So it's a bit like a drop set, so you're kind of doing what you can with that certain weight, and then you're dropping it but still getting those reps in. So set yourself a rep target, so set yourself like a 10 to 12 rep target. Make sure you get there in whatever means or way you do it, and eventually your strength will start to build up through that movement. You'll start to get stronger, and you'll start seeing that you can actually do more reps on your own. But it takes time. You've got to be consistent with it, and you will see in general you will get stronger. With other movements you'll get stronger, because pull-ups is a really, really good exercise for your back. This person asked me, any deadlifts? As you know, there wasn't any deadlifts in that workout that I showed you earlier. Reason why is because I'm not a great fan of it. As you can see, I would rather, if I'm working my lower back, do either hyperextensions or rack pulls, which will actually hit my lower back without anything else. I mean, I do deadlifts, but really light normally, and it's normally Romanian. So I do Romanian, so I can really isolate and concentrate on the negatives of the deadlift, and really focus on my hamstrings there. But I don't like all the heavy lifting deadlifts. I just think it's slightly unnecessary. I work my legs. I do heavy squats. I do a lot of squats. But yeah, I kind of break it up. I don't just do deadlifts for my lower back and hamstrings. I'll do if I'm doing hamstrings, I'll do light Romanian. If I want to train my legs, then I do barbell squats. If I want to train my back, then I do bent over rows. So it kind of just breaks it up. I can kind of concentrate on each area on its own rather than the deadlift itself. So next question, if I do a pull day, how many back and bicep exercise would you recommend? So again, it all depends on your weak areas, but for me, a good place to start is like a 3-to-1 ratio. So say if you're doing, you'll do 6 back exercises followed by 2 bicep exercises. 3-to-1, obviously 3 back exercises followed by 1, depending on how short your session's going to be. But whatever it is, a 3-to-1 ratio. And again, if you need to build your arms a bit more, then you can reduce that. You can do a 2-to-1. But I just believe that a 3-to-1 is good, because even most of the back exercises that you do, your biceps and forearms work secondary anyway. So you are still getting engagement within those areas. So I think a 3-to-1 ratio is a good start. And yeah, so there you go. Best exercise for lat width, basically. What is your favorite? For me, as you can see, pull-ups. I've done it from day 1. I was doing pull-ups before anything. All right, before any machine I use, I was doing pull-ups. I found that was a great foundation for myself to build width on my back, as you can see, and it gave me the strength for the other exercises, for the other machines, because I could pull myself up for 20 reps easy, even more. I mean, and as I got heavier, because I was continuing to do it, my strength was increasing and my back was getting bigger, it was getting wider, and all that. So I believe that pull-ups is a good way to measure your strength and a good way to progress your back. Last one, deadlifts or rack pulls. We all know that. If it's for your lower back, for me personally, I do rack pulls. When I'm doing deadlifts, I kind of want to concentrate more on my hamstrings, because as a physique athlete, I like to concentrate on certain muscles to bring them out. I don't just want to throw up weight and see what happens. I mean, horses for courses. If you want to be a strong man, or if you're entering all those kind of competitions, then, or CrossFit, and you want to do deadlifts, that's fine, do it. But for me personally, I don't do it. Anyway, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that little Q&A with me on back. If you have any more questions, we can start doing a Q&A with myself here on YouTube for you. I'll do more of these questions and answers on Instagram and then bring them over to you anyway. But if you've got any other questions that you want answering, I can put them in another episode. Put them down in the comments below. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you on the next one with a haircut. See you soon.